Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pandtha Talks, episode 36.
Hello.
So, we've got actually quite an interesting episode. Just to quickly go over what we're talking about this week. We have the mass amount of Xbox leaks from the FTC versus Microsoft case.
Jeez,
There's so much, it's insane.
we're
Not
gonna be here a
limited
while.
to brand new games, Elder Scrolls 6 originally planned to release next year,
I
many
do
and
not
much,
believe
much
that.
more. Then we have Unity trying to go back on everything they claimed last week.
I'm sure that's going well for them.
Cyberpunk 2077's much anticipated update as well as DLC.
Releasing next week, I believe,
It
29th.
is indeed. Uh, the Tom Clancy's The Division brand will now be overseen by a new person known as Julian. I'm not going to even try and say his name. Led by Massive Entertainment, who's actively building a team for The Division 3.
Ooh.
Then finally, we will end it all off with a nice set of Starfield, as always.
Oh yeah, sure we've plenty to go over that.
Oh, as always. But that's all there is, so let's get right into it. So, before we do move forwards, I thought it's only right for me to start in the usual way of thanking everyone for last week. We actually did quite well. We were just discussing it actually before we started. Because
Yeah.
it went surprisingly well for us. Was a tad messy at times because I may or may not have mistitled the episode.
It happens.
Yeah. It's only the second time, though, in 35 episodes. I can deal with that. But yeah, thank you all for to all the people who watched. It's massive help as always. Anyone who likes, comments, it's always massively helpful to us and keeps us going. And thank you
Interaction's always great to see as well.
100%. And thank you to everyone who stops by on the TikToks because they're still doing great. Get the occasional person who comments over there, but they're usually just asking questions about the situation, so I respond to them there pretty quickly. Usually because our social media manager slash community manager is constantly messaging me about stuff like this. Just sends me a screenshot. You've got a comment. Oh, okay, I'll respond. As you can see, it's the usual with the actual podcast side, but it's a lot harder to advertise the proper podcast. A lot more people are happier to sit and watch a video rather than the podcast variation. But some people do prefer it, so it's always there, and it's perfectly easy to do, so I don't mind it.
I mean, in fairness, I don't know how many people I hear always talking about how when they're gaming, especially if they're playing something that's not like multiplayer,
Yeah,
they love just to sit with something on the side as well.
oh, exactly. And that's, to be honest, the reason I've kind of kept it going. Plus, I think it works better for us having multiple access points. It makes it easy for anyone who wants to listen,
Yeah.
rather than just limiting it to people who want to pull up YouTube and deal with YouTube ads every 5 seconds.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
very
yes,
delightful.
yeah, yeah, they are. They're fucking horrid. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't deal with it anymore. But let's get on to the fun bits, because this is, let's say I found this on Tuesday. I have had it saved since then.
I suppose just before we go on, actually, we should mention we're recording a day early. So anything that we miss from now to when we would normally record,
Tomorrow.
yes, will have to be covered in next week's episode. So hopefully it's nothing too significant because otherwise we're all going to have to unfortunately blame it on Rory.
I've got to preoccupy someone for a day. It's fine in me saying this because I know for a fact it's coming out like Saturday midnight, and I'll have already preoccupied him by then. So it's fine me going on about this, but yeah. Trying to preoccupy a friend for a surprise party, so it's going to be good fun. So, you remember, Will, our constant conversations regarding the FTC and Microsoft attempting to purchase Activision Blizzard all those months ago?
Yeah.
Something came out about it. Something
Yeah.
quite big. This is what all this is. Look no further. This is the complete list of leaked Xbox documents from the FTC versus Microsoft case involving the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King. Someone didn't properly protect the documents during an upload, and this leak is the biggest in Xbox history.
Well, hey man.
Is the result?
At least they didn't use a felt tip pen to try and cover their blunders.
Exactly. Gotta give them that. Fucking Sony, man. But I do agree with what he
I had to
says.
say it. I had to say it.
Oh, you did. Perfect response. Someone might be getting fired, though. But that's all I can say about this. The highlights of this, so we'll read the highlights and then we'll go through each individual section. And I thank you, Game Pass Tracker, for putting all this together. Massive help. So the highlights are, it's the full timelines of Xbox's plan from now until 2030. A lot of the information...
Kind of gives you quite an insight to how these companies work, actually. Like, look how far ahead they've planned.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only what we've managed to see due to leaks. Like, they could go far beyond 2030.
Exactly. Now, quite a bit of this, I do have to admit, is going to be the case of... How can I put it? It's basically going to be a situation where games might have been pushed back, which might have pushed back a load of other projects. So some of the information is old, but it gives us an idea of what is going to be releasing from now until 2030, for example. So it might not be exactly to these dates, but we at least know what's coming from it, which I find very interesting. Xbox trying to buy Nintendo, possibly Warner Brothers, Valve, and more. Yeah, there's some bits to that. I'm not quite sure exactly what to make of it, and I don't 100% agree with the indications person's made, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Xbox handheld device with picture.
Same with picture, you see said picture?
Yeah. I backed all this up, by the way, just in case. So I've got all these pictures downloaded too. It's been a fun Tuesday upwards. Mid-gen and next-gen Xbox updates 2025 and 2028 with pictures. Next Xbox controller, codename Sabile. They name controller. Xbox and PlayStation name things weird names. Coming May 2024. Oblivion and Fallout 3 remasters/remakes. Which, to be honest, I can see a lot of people jumping on them because graphical updates to them would be massive.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen. I'm not expecting anything major considering Rockstar's already killed Red Dead 2's online. Xbox Cloud Console.
We had didn't we have a talk about actually all the cloud companies for consoles? There wasn't a whole lot of them.
No, there wasn't, because that was the reason for the UK denying the sale in the UK of Activision Blizzard, and we disagreed with it for the most part because it was kind of a dumb reason. And then all the companies came out and turned around and said exactly what we said, basically, that it was better for cloud for this deal to go through. Next Series S, codenamed Elliewood. Bizarre. Next Series X, codenamed Brooklyn. Indiana Jones game coming soon.
No. What do you mean? It's not a game. It's just Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I know.
They're just bringing them out of the movies. It's going to be like a new mascot.
Poor Harrison Ford. Next Doom game. The Elder Scrolls 6 was originally planned for 2024.
I mean, with Starfield being in the works, I never saw that.
No.
If they do, then it's going to be more broken than
Yeah.
we could ever imagine. Like, too broken even for modders to do a lot with. It took years.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, they did say when Starfield released and they started talking about it, they said the Elder Scrolls 6 is at least 5 years out.
Yeah.
So we know that's how it's going to be.
Hopefully by then I'll have a good PC.
Maybe just, mate. Maybe just.
I have no hope in me whatsoever. Thanks.
Ghostwire Tokyo 2. Shooting for 100 million Game Pass subscribers in the next 8 years or less.
Cloud currently sitting at?
I actually don't know, But
is there even a way for us to find that out?
Sadly not. It's not really released. I'm hoping it might be in this, though. It'd be interesting if it was. Cloud gaming smart TV app spreading to more TVs, so people will just be able to play Xbox games just on a TV. Which, I mean, once again, it knocks down the fact that people are having to spend a fortune to play games.
Yeah, because they've already spent, like, the price of 10 Xboxes on their TV.
Exactly. Buy a controller for £30.
Yeah, they'll pay literally 10 times the price of an Xbox on a TV, but then say the console's too expensive. Yeah. And you're sat there scratching your head, just thinking to yourself, like,
what? New Elite controller in the plans. Premium controller in plans. Better than standard, worse than Elite. Yeah, I know, right?
Why can we not just have good controllers if full stop?
Just gotta charge more,
It kind of makes you wonder, are they intentionally making the standard controllers, like, poor quality?
Probably. Upgraded cloud gaming server blades. Series X version, codename Uther? And much more. But yeah, we can start going through the images that they actually released. Fuck me, that's small. That's probably the best I'm going to do. Roadmap to 2023. Too zoomed in. This is not blurry, though.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Identify a path to our 2030 goals. Hardware, 7 billion. System... I cannot read that second word. And
for me, it's unreadable. I can't see any of that.
Yeah, I can read bits of it. You know what, let me just try zooming out, because I'm guessing it's going to be the same. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, I'll give you an exact answer. Because I've got an idea. Nope, it's just as shit, even if you save the image. So they're spending 16.9 billion on transactions and other.
Billion?
Yeah.
God damn.
7.8 billion, I cannot read that whatsoever. 2.6 billion on mobile transactions, I think that is. And 1.4 billion on something else. And that's 100 million Game Pass members that they're wanting to hit. Inform on our go-to forward programs, technologies, investments, and devices to drive our growth for the next 10 plus years. 1. Update GLT on devices version and roadmap. Deep dive into mid-gen portfolio. Inform on current gaps to 2030 goals and feedback to inform prioritization.
We're going to have to get a counter how many times you say 2023.
I know, right? I'm struggling. Right. Gaming devices, path to 2030. I can read it all, thankfully.
I can read it, but it's not great.
No. I don't know why this is so small. Especially considering these were presentations.
Remember as well, I'm having to look at this through Discord streaming.
Oh yeah, that's
so it's even worse for me.
Yeah. Console business is the foundation. Consoles are considered a key health meter for the brand, and will continue to drive majority of revenue and subscribers. New endpoints are the path to 100 million members, unlocking new off-console endpoints and improving the experience will substantially grow subscribers over the next 8 years. If you don't know what an endpoint is, it's basically final destination of the system. So like consoles, PC, mobile phone, TV, etc. Controller becomes the new hero. The new Xbox controller isn't the only thing you now need. You need to play on every device. This low barrier to entry will fuel subscriber growth. That would be interesting. Only need to buy the controller and subscribe to Game Pass, and basically there you go. You got access to the cloud, and off you go. Connected to any device that's got internet.
Obviously, you're gonna need to like own the games on the console beforehand.
Not cloud. Just to just to show you. I have Game Pass Ultimate, got a cloud gaming, and basically as long as I've got a controller connected up, I can play any of these games. That's the only like downside, is that on cloud gaming you have to play with a controller.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
Neither do I. But at one time they used to have Fable 2 and 3 on here, and I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll do that just for that reason. But it's basically just identical to what PlayStation enforce, where except to play any of PlayStation's games on their platform, you've got to have your controller.
Yeah.
It's the exact same system, really. Personalization and... Sorry, go on.
Not a fan of controllers anymore.
Same.
Never really was, to be honest. Only because I didn't have access to PC, so console was the next best thing.
Oh, the corruption I caused. Personalization and customization continue as a hardware strategic advantage and key profit driver and customer delight. Sustainability and accessibility. Continued progress towards reduction of carbon tax impact, re-energizing our journey and re-energizing our journey of inclusion. Gaming at Xbox Series launch. Low-end / mid PCs, consoles, and then high-end PCs. That's what most people know when it comes to those. Oh, bloody hell! I can see! Can you read that, Will?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Cohesive hybrid compute. Our vision. Develop a next-generation hybrid game platform capable of leveraging the combined power of the client and cloud to deliver deeper immersion and entirely new classes of game experiences. Optimized for real-time gameplay and creators, we will enable new levels of performance beyond the capabilities of the client hardware alone. So that sounds to me as though they're planning to combine them completely, so that even if your hardware on your PC or device could not meet it on its own, it can implement a mixture of cloud to push it the extra distance needed. Which, if that was doable, you're talking a multi-billion-dollar industry. Because basically you are pushing your device further than what it should realistically be capable of doing. Which is insane. I don't know what you think about that, but...
I'm guessing what I just said didn't go through.
No, not at all.
I said it's like tapping into the knowledge of the greybeards.
Yeah, that works.
It honestly almost sounds unrealistic to be able to do that.
It does feel it, doesn't it?
But it honestly gives me vibes of Google Stadia.
It does. That's the worry.
Instead of like it being fully on another device. It's like only partially,
Yeah.
which honestly confuses me.
It does me a bit, because usually cloud computing and systems like that, they're all based completely on another device. There's never really been a situation where you mix the two into one. So I'd be very intrigued to see how that'd work. If that makes sense, anyways.
Sorry.
It's okay. Your mic having some issues.
I don't know. No, I muted her for 1 second just because Aoife was being weird.
Ah.
But no, I think I'm quite literally slacking too much, and I need to like remember that I need to face forward and like sit upright for my mic to pick me up properly.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
fair.
it sits there and goes.
Yeah, we had that many a times.
So annoying, man. But I mean, hey, if it works, it works. So
Exactly.
I'm not gonna complain because the last couple gave me hell.
I do have to say though, if this does work, it might take your complaints about your PC not working correctly at the water to be able to optimize it just by having a system that basically just pushes you a bit further.
The question is though, like, we don't know if there's gonna be like a charge to this,
That's the issue, isn't it?
and I can't see there not being a charge.
There's gotta be. It's just, what are they going to charge, is the question.
In my opinion, for me personally, anyway, I don't really see a point if I'm gonna be having to pay like a monthly subscription.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be better just literally getting my own new PC.
Oh, guaranteed. But I do find this an interesting idea. If it works, happy days. If it doesn't, I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
The
Time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. The information about the device have been on screen. If you are interested in that sort of information, they are there. Moving on.
Oh my god, Connect. It's the first thing I saw. Oh, the old fucking Connect.
Oh, fucking hell, I forgot about that.
It's like the rip-off Wii.
Yeah. Each generation of Xbox has also brought new innovations to Microsoft. First one, we all know about Xbox Live and DirectX innovation. Then we moved to 2005. I still own an old original Xbox.
It's crazy, man, to look at, honestly.
They're great. Xbox 360, we all know about the Kinect. Digital Media Store and Game Input. Xbox One came along the Xbox Security Processor, Game Pass, DirectX innovation. Xbox Series S and X, Project X Cloud, which is the cloud streaming we've got at the moment, direct storage, and DFA/manufacturing. And the next generation in 2028, they're wanting to do cloud hybrid games, which is what I would imagine would be what we was discussing in the last slide, and immersive game and platform app. No idea what that's going to be, but it does sound intriguing. Oh,
yeah,
fantastic! He's actually telling us. Cohesive hybrid compute, cloud to edge architecture across silicon graphics and OS enabling ubiquitous play. AI and ML enablement, optimization and acceleration of game performance, operations and development for players and creators. And a creator platform, open and extensive, I'm guessing that's supposed to be an extensive game and immersive app development platform. If that's actually free access, like, if you can get onto this and then, like, learn it, that would be like a massive new engine, which with Unity fucking up would be quite interesting. Oh, here we go. So, the green are established projects in Microsoft Gaming, orange are research and proof of concept, and grey are fertile future ideation.
frame rate is one of those.
I I was actually looking around for that. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, I was wondering why there was this sudden
Yeah.
silence.
I'm just like, where the fuck is frame rate? And then I realised it's grey. Yeah, got you.
The first thing I saw.
So they've already apparently got super resolution deep neural network, matchmaking player ranking, safety and toxicity. Who doesn't
Oh
have toxicity?
god, not that again.
I know, right? Personalization, discovery, and support services. Apparently, they're currently working on xCloud latency compensation, which is a good thing to work on from what I've played. AI agents, codecs, and RL based game experiences. Creator efficiency, AI game testing, which might put game testers out of a job unless they bring you on board and create you
I
into an AI.
still don't. I don't think that AI would be able to do what we do because
No, because the shit you pull off is fucking impossible.
I mean, if it was as simple as that, then the game would just fix itself. But that's not gonna happen.
You can dream. Procedural content generation. Physics/inverse kinematics. NLP dialogue generation. Engagement and retention management and monetization improvements. I'd say most of those are valid and worth working on.
I tell you now, in the green one, the matchmaking player ranking, anyone who's played Siege knows that doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's Ubisoft working on player rankings, and they don't make many multiplayer games.
Such a pile of shit.
And finally, their future ideas: frame rate interpolation, which would be interesting, and cloud resource optimization. Both definitely worth working on. Highly so. If any of these, by the way, don't make sense, one, Google's an option. Two, ask in the comments. I'm more than happy to go over things in more
Rory's a
detail.
nerd, so just ask Rory.
I'm not a nerd. Nerds are
Yes,
smart.
you are. Yeah, you're a fucking smart arse.
Haha, go fuck yourself. Anyway, swiftly moving on.
You are. You're an egotistical little shithead trying to say I'm not a nerd because nerds are smart. You don't find right that you're smart.
Mate, I don't have an ego, that's the issue.
Everyone has an ego.
I shot mine years ago.
Or maybe your ego shot you. Oh.
Possible. So, this was the title release schedule that they were working on. And ironically enough, we had heard rumours around these times of certain games possibly releasing. So, just to come back to 2020, I'm intrigued about Fallout Wastelanders, which I'm pretty sure would be to do with Fallout 76.
Fallout Shelter Online. What in the world? How'd
Yeah,
that even work?
that's the thing. But
It's gonna be like those bloody Facebook games where you go and visit your friend's shelter and squash some rad roaches for your daily bonus. Like
I actually feel like they did something like this. I'm actually really not sure. But you can see how certain things landed on time, certain things did not.
a lot of things did not. Cough cough.
Yeah, Starfield releasing in 2021 being one, and their DLC releasing in 2022 being
Yeah.
the other.
We only just got the game in 2023.
Yeah, but there are games on here that are interesting because they don't appear anywhere.
Like,
For example,
it's Redfall.
yeah, I know. What was Project Hibiki? What about the Indiana Jones game or the Oblivion remaster? Both of these
Why are we seeing so much about Indiana Jones? What did we miss?
This is the thing. Last year, there were rumours about these two games existing. And they disappeared from existence. No one heard fuck all after. So we don't know. You are, sorry?
Strange.
Yeah. But
And
there
it sort
were
of makes you
rumours.
wonder, though. Like, was it one of those things where Indiana Jones game was like, it was like announced like a couple years ago, but like just no one really even really cared, or like there was no hype around it, so they just ended up like moving it into the shadows. It's kind of strange. Because normally, like, if that's the case, normally it would have been mentioned and then told that it's getting pushed back multiple times, probably. Whereas this one's just like you didn't hear anything about it.
I'm pretty sure we did. Ah, there it is. 2021. It was announced. Oh,
Yeah, so I feel like there just was like no reaction or anything, so they just pushed it to the shadows, and
well, that's the thing.
it was very quickly forgotten about.
It was announced, but we didn't see anything after. And people were hyped for it. A lot of people still are. Now, for example, though, Oblivion Remaster. As you can see here, it was never announced, but there were rumours about it ages ago. Roughly about the same time as the Indiana Jones game coming out. Now, if these rumours started around the time that we were expecting to see them... Oh, sorry. There we go. We're back. Sorry for that. But yeah, with the amount of games that are on this list that had rumours coming out roughly around that time, it's interesting to see that the rumours were correct. The games were supposed to be releasing at some point soon. And there was information about them out. But it never saw the light of day, so those rumours were shut down. Where did they start? Who gave out the rumours? I'm intrigued by. Because they might actually be a viable source. The other one that got me, and has got me a bit intrigued, Dishonored 3. That means there's going to be a new Dishonored game after all this time.
Seemingly so, anyway.
Hmm.
You can't really consider any of this to be true.
True. Just a wait and see in this regard. And a Fallout 3 remaster would be interesting to see. But that's that bit. For some reason we go back to small images. Oh, here we go. Bloody hell. So, that was the game at launch. Xbox Gaming Today. Browser, mobile devices, smart TVs, low-end, mid PCs. Is that JP streaming sticks and set-top boxes? Cloud devices, consoles, high-end PCs, and Cloud Blade. And then you got your audio core controller or elite controller. Oh, bloomin' hell. It's pretty much identical, but okay. So, wait. Are they planning then...
Browser?
Yeah, because you can actually play games in your browser on the Xbox.
Man, we're going back to Flash here.
Flash is dead, let it die.
I know. Never. Do you know how many, like, how can you even say that? Like, there's no way you didn't play all the Flash games when you were in school as well.
I did, but you don't
exactly.
need Flash
So
for it
how
anymore.
I don't care. How could you say that?
Well, simple. When you create a website, there's a little thing called HTML, which is the website's base code. On top of that, you've got CSS, which basically makes the website look nice. CSS now has Flash basically built into itself. Meaning, it's now built into the base code of the website, so Flash is no longer required. It's there automatically. It's just no longer called Flash.
I think you're missing the point, sir.
I'm not.
You're trying to say let Flash die, but I will never do that because it brings back a lot of nostalgia.
It may do.
Your points are invalid.
At the same time, it's like running a system on DOS, and I have to do that for work, so I can tell you firsthand, it's a fucking nightmare.
That sounds like a you problem.
That's because it is a me
keep
problem.
remembering all the good memories I had from Flash.
Well,
all the
you
boredom
do
it took
that.
away from me in school.
You do that, good sir.
I will. And you,
Good.
sir, can go fuck yourself.
What
How
the
dare
fuck is
you?
this?
That looks like
Wait.
Xbox's version of Alexa, called
It's-
Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's Xbox Project Brooklyn, the Xbox Series X.
Bruh, it's just Alexa.
Wait, what?
Get it?
Right. Brooklyn will deliver 4K Gen 9 console gaming with more internal storage, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power, a more immersive controller, and a beautiful redesign that elevates the all-digital experience of the Xbox ecosystem.
Beautiful
It's got-
redesign. It's just Alexa.
It's got
You cannot tell
two-
me anything different.
I know, right? It's got 2 terabytes of storage, USB-C ports at the front rather than USB-A. All new and more immersive controller. Then not talking much about that, but okay. And same price of $499. So that's actually not bad considering last year or the year before they were charging for like half a
I saw-
terabyte to a terabyte. Same
There's,
price.
there's Asmongold I saw a TikTok of, and he was like reviewing the size, like storage size, SSDs. It's like, see, 2 terabyte these days, man. It's not very big. I think he was talking about a terabyte at the time, and a terabyte sounds like a lot of storage.
Oh, it's not
but-
much at all.
But like nowadays, it's nothing.
You know what? Just to fuck
'Cause-
with people. Here we go. A terabyte's a lot of space.
Yeah, but you keep everything installed because you're an idiot. Yeah, exactly. You keep everything
5.45.
installed because you're an idiot.
Yeah, fuck you.
But it's actually crazy to think about how little that means now of a
Oh, yeah.
terabyte of storage, because games are getting released are like over 100 gig each.
Yeah,
You
plus
can
you
get,
gotta
like-
think about your operating system and all that shit.
Yeah, you can get like 4 or 5 like big games installed, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
And it's absurd to think about.
It's like I deleted about 10, 11 episodes of ours that I'd kept after they'd been recorded because of that episode I had ages ago that corrupted. And I deleted them the other day and it worked out at 200 gigabytes worth of storage that I'd just freed up. So if you ever wonder how big our episodes actually are after the editing and all that, yeah, 10, 11 episodes was 200 gigabytes. Which is fun.
Fun for you.
What do you mean fun for me? Takes up my space. It's a bastard.
Yeah.
So now, it's interesting to see this though, and apparently they've reduced PSU power by 15%. And new power loss, low power standby mode is 20% more of current Xbox Series S standby mode. Increased use of PCR and housing to more than 30%, and 100% recyclable packaging. For some reason, that needs saying. This
But
is
you know how it is
Elliewood.
these days. Everything's all about recycle this and recycle that.
Oh, true. This is Elliewood, the Series S refresh. Still only comes with 1 terabyte internal storage. Charging $300 for it. And it's basically got a new controller, faster Wi-Fi, more internal storage, because apparently the other one must have only had half a terabyte. Reduced power and more immersive controller. Same price. Pretty much the same as before, just a few bits are missing. Ah, this must be the new controller they were talking about. Not too fond of the colour scheme.
No, it doesn't look great.
Just give me black or give me white. I don't want both.
Yeah.
Play anywhere. Xbox Wireless 2 direct to cloud or Bluetooth 5.2, so it'll connect to your PC wirelessly. Nice. Because we've needed
Is
that.
this
To be
maybe
honest.
when they were talking about playing on a TV as well?
Yeah, that'll be the direct to cloud element, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Seamless pair and switch, new mobile app features, see paired devices and cloud, manage devices and accessories. Feel the game, precision haptic feedback, so they've got that there now. VCA haptics double as speakers, accelerometer, quieter buttons and thumbsticks, do good, feel good, sustainability, rechargeable
I
and
don't know if I'd
swappable
want
battery.
quieter buttons. There was something nice about the click of a joystick when you had a controller.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like I've got a mechanical keyboard for a reason.
Yeah, that's just loud, man.
It's not like I've got one of those for like a reason or anything,
You hear clunk in every press.
Thankfully, my mic doesn't pick it up. Otherwise, all you'd hear is click, 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 click. It's like, fuck off.
Hey, you'd hear this. I don't even think that's picking it up, to be
No,
honest.
it's not. Thank fuck.
I beat the shit out of my space bar, dude. It didn't even come through.
Recycled materials and less resin, and repair and disassembly. Interesting.
That is one thing I think should be implemented into controllers, is being able to actually easily take it apart and put it back together.
I agree.
Because it would completely remove the issues of the likes of stick drift.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's what I love about keyboards. I can take off the keys and fucking replace the mat underneath and all sorts of other shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so fucking simple.
Where, when you go
Durable.
through 17 control keys, you can just take another one out and put it in.
This actually might hit your next point. Durable and reliable. New modular thumbsticks.
That's definitely pointed towards Ragers when the controller gets flung across and stuck on a wall.
I remember when I was younger, my dad, whenever we were playing Crash Bandicoot, when he used to get stuck, fucking hell, he could make a controller bounce. PlayStation 2 and 1 controllers there, they could fucking hold together. Improve longevity, continued build improvements, approachability, engage and delight, lift to wake. Oh, right, so you pick your controller up and it turns on.
The
Which is
controller just
interesting.
randomly go to sleep because I haven't moved my hands other than pressing buttons for the last hour.
Oh no, because you're pressing buttons, it'll still count
I don't know.
it. Gotta have a skeptic, haven't we? Oh.
I do not like these designs, man.
No.
They look horrible. Is that a hot plate on the Xbox?
Oh, right. The path to leadership in gaming. Right, Smart TV app. This was the current split, so it was just over 40 mil. Did they have a time frame? Oh, right, this is 2023. So they're at just over 40 mil now. When they release the Universal Wireless Controller, they expect to be about 47, 48 mil. Mid-gen consoles, they expect to be that's about 55 mil. Mid-gen consoles, they expect to be about 60 mil. And by generation 10, just before 2029, they expect to be about 90 million. So by the 30th, by 2030, they expect to have hit there and passed their 100 million subscribers on Game Pass, which will be interesting to see. It seems like they're not expecting a large margin. Wait a minute, that does give us an answer actually. So they're over 40 million subscribers on Game Pass.
That's crazy.
And yeah, they're expecting to get 60 million in the next 7 years. Well, 6 years and a bit.
That
But
is a large number of people playing
is.
games.
To be honest though,
And yet somehow it's so common to run into those two assholes that you just don't like in the same lobby over and over again.
oh yeah. But I think the big thing is, the more accessible they make these, the better it is for everyone. Delight, enable creators and unlock ubiquity. Address customer feedback, so increase storage, rechargeable and removable controller batteries, XDR for consoles,
Like
and
the old
updated.
controllers.
Oh yeah,
where
that's
the
it's
battery
made better.
packs.
They were better, weren't they? Direct to cloud controller, get into games quicker with extra I/O lanes, reduce developer friction, fast controller charging via front USB port.
Honestly,
rechargeable batteries are so much better than just like the straight up controller being rechargeable.
I agree.
Because if I take my VR for example, like I went on the Amazon when I got it because you know you rip through batteries otherwise.
Oh yeah,
Went on Amazon, got a rechargeable pack with like a pack of 10 batteries with it, and I just swap them out. So instead of like having to be like, oh, gotta get off, controllers are dead, and leave them
yeah,
to charge, I can literally just swap out the batteries, put the dead ones on the charge, and play with fully charged batteries.
yeah, exactly. I mean, my VR personally, I just use regular batteries for them, and they last anywhere between 6 to 8 months.
But with how much I was playing, they did not last long.
Maintain technology leadership and innovation. All new Series X design. All
Which looks
digital
terrible.
ecosystem. Yeah. Up to 80% reduced power in standby. Wi-Fi 6E for faster downloads.
Oh, Rory.
What?
Instantly picture situation like two friends, one comes over to the other one's house, is they're talking about how he got the new Xbox, and they walk in, the friend's like, "Oh, you got an Alexa? That's cool."
Just start shouting, Alexa!
It just looks so bad. I genuinely, I'm guessing that's like on the other one that's got the black circle on. I'm guessing
Yeah,
that's like probably the vent.
it is.
So it literally is just a hot plate.
Pretty much. That's why I laughed at it, because it's the exact same, pretty much, as the Series S's original design.
I think they need a new artist to come
This,
up with these designs because my goodness, they look really bad.
yeah, this is
They need to go
interesting.
back to the original Xbox design, man. That was good.
Yeah. Xbox growth plus competitiveness on consoles, MSRPs and distribution flexibility, multiple storage options for broader access, refreshed ID, more sustainable materials, and BT Radio enables more free third-party accessories. Voice of the players, so pretty much just covering those areas that they wanted to cover there. And they're expecting to launch Elliewood in late August, just before September 2025, and Brooklyn in late October, just before November of 2025. 60-day separation. Launches enables dialogue with different audiences. Interesting plan. We already know what's going on here. If you are interested, I will leave a link in the description to this entire thing so that people can take a deeper look. Because I don't want to stay on this too long. I'm saying that because we've spent nearly 50 minutes on it so far.
Yeah, I was thinking when we paused there for a moment, this is going to be a long episode, man.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to just basically like separate. I might just put like a pause in or cut off and do a reintroduction and basically put these as, I don't know. I'm considering.
That does not sound like a good idea.
No, it doesn't. I'm just going to continue.
Do not ruin the schedule.
No.
Team works.
Don't throw in a midweek episode of the exact same episode just continued.
Yes, Rory. Rory, stop thinking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Funded. All the stuff we've been over so far. Not currently funded. PC accessories. Interesting. Luxury controller, elite controller, console customization, accessibility portfolio, new cloud server blade, repairability / sustainability progress.
The shock
audio.
in your voice.
Yeah, they don't usually fuck with PC. Audio portfolio expansion, and not scope for first party, earbuds, media remote, mobile controller, and handheld. There we go. Got through that pretty quick. Watch list. Pretty much what we've been over. They're just repeating themselves at this point.
The pictures of the stuff that like we briefly covered, so
Yeah, this is pretty much everything we expected to go over. So, yes, as I said, I will go and put this link through in the description so people can have a look at this themselves and see what's going on. But, as you can see, it's been very interesting in regards to Game Pass.
I think for me the most interesting part is to see
any of this that actually like follows through to see if it comes or not.
Yeah, if we
Especially
start getting
especially the
announcements,
games, especially the games that like we haven't even heard anything about to begin with.
I think if we start getting announcements about like Ghostwire Tokyo's sequel or Dishonored 3, we know that there's truth to this.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to go.
No, that's definitely a good way to go about it.
But yeah, this all came from the FTC leak. So yeah, that is our entire real discussion on Game Pass. Yeah, that's 50 minutes. So let's see
I
how
feel
long.
like this should have been done at the end of the episode.
Oh, I know, right?
It should have been our main topic, like how you wanted to do it.
Yeah, this was our main topic, to say the least. The
Dear,
rest
dear
isn't as
Rory.
big. But let's continue, shall we? On to Unity's fuck up.
Oh dear.
Continued. Sorry, part 2, I guess I should say. Unity, we have heard you. We apologise for the confusion and angst for the runtime fee policy we announced on Tuesday caused. We are listening, talking to our team members, community, customers, and partners, and will be making changes to the policy. We will share an update in a couple of days. Thank you for your honest and critical feedback. Now, even Jacksepticeye, of all people, commented, taking all bets. Do they double down and make it way worse, or do they revert some changes and save the day? But I
Has
saved
there
this
been
on
any update?
Wednesday. An open letter to our community. 1 hour ago. We're covering this live. I want to start with this. I am sorry. We should have spoken with you more, with more of you, and we should have.
Blind here, Rory.
I know, right?
You did dark mode. Oh god.
I don't think forced dark mode
Yeah.
exists on this.
That's terrible news.
I know.
I'm actually squinting.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me do something. Where is it?
Just
There it
it's
is.
too late. It's been too long.
Give me 2 seconds. Whinging bastard.
Man, she's squinting.
All he does is bitch at me, honestly.
I don't remember the
Needs
last
help.
time I saw a page this bright. Gotta warn me next time, dude.
I didn't know myself.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, dude. Yeah, that works. That works. That's
There we
fine.
go.
That's fine. That'll do.
I changed the background colour to grey. Remember what I was telling you about CSS earlier? Fucking useful to know, isn't it?
Oh. Ooh. I think I went a little dizzy after that.
I'm keeping that in just so people can see how to do that.
Oh man.
There you go.
Honestly
bit of a
though, like
skill.
when was the last time you looked at a page that bright?
A long time ago. I think this was just part of Unity going, haha, fuck you. That's how much we hate you.
you want to see my apology? Work for it.
I want to start with this. I am sorry. We should have spoken more with you, and we should have incorporated more of your feedback before announcing our new runtime fee policy. Our goal with this policy is to ensure we can continue to support you today and tomorrow and keep deeply investing in our game engine. You are what makes Unity great, and we know we need to listen and work hard to earn your trust. We have heard your concerns. We are making changes in the policy we announced to address them. Our Unity personal plan will remain free, and there is no runtime fee for games built on Unity Personal. We will be increasing the cap from $100,000 to $200,000, and we will remove the requirement to use the Made with Unity splash screen. No game with less than $1 million in trailing 12-month revenue will 12-month revenue will be subject to the fee. So basically, it sounds like they're knocking it back. Yeah, they tried to force a watermark. Sounds like
that is honestly the worst thing you can do.
Especially when you try to take money off people.
Yeah.
For those creators on Unity Pro and Unity Enterprise, we are also making changes based on your feedback. The runtime fee policy will only apply in the beginning with the next LTS version of Unity, shipping in 2024 and beyond. Your games that are currently shipped and the projects you are currently working on will not be included unless you choose to upgrade them to this new version of Unity. We will make sure you can stay on the terms applicable for the version of Unity editor you are using, as long as you keep using that version. So basically, as long as you don't update, you're fine.
Are they
in that
saying
regards,
that basically you're going to be stuck on an older engine?
pretty much. We will make sure you can stay on the terms applicable for the version Unity editor you're using, as long as you keep using it. For games that are subject to the runtime fee, we are giving you a choice of either 2.5% revenue share or the calculated amount based on the number of new people engaging with your game each month. Both of these numbers are self-reported from data you already have available. You will always be billed the lesser amount. We want to continue to build the best engine for creators. We truly love this industry, and you are the reason why. And that, what you saw above here, is what they're doing to try and work with it. They're trying to host something to open a discussion of sorts. Let's just have a quick look. It looks good, but I don't understand all of it. Yeah, they're continuing conversation. And we're back. Sorry about that. Mic issues happened.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to last long.
I mean, we got a week and a bit out of it.
Yeah.
So, swiftly moving. Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
The update is coming, and Cyberpunk released something. And it kind of made me chuckle, because the first thing I saw, I'm trying to see if no one's posted it. When I saw it originally, underneath it was a comment, basically just simply reading. I had flashbacks to this, and it was the bright yellow screen that they announced all their delays in.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
Nice.
I understood why. But it reads, Phantom Liberty. To whom it may concern, the government of the new United States of America respectfully requests that a leave of absence is granted to blank, hereinafter agent, for the duration of blank days, starting September 26th. This agent is urgently needed in Night City in order to assist in an extraction of a high-profile target. Their contribution in this task is of the utmost importance and a matter of international security. So basically, they just made a letter so that you can get the day off work. Which I really like. It was a clever idea. But, according to Will, and he pointed out something kind of interesting and true, is that we have not actually discussed Cyberpunk's update and what it is actually bringing.
In fairness, there were a lot of big releases.
Yeah, I just kind of feel dumb for forgetting it.
Yeah. I feel like there wasn't too much said about it. It's
Be
like
honest.
they might have been intentionally waiting so that to make sure it was ready instead of announcing it, then saying they have to delay it and
Yeah.
and having a repeat.
I mean, can you blame them in that regard?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd have done the same in their shoes, to be honest with you. Just trying to find the trailer.
Well, they had the 1.5 update, so it was probably just all of that. Oh yeah, there's
No, that's the
teaser.
teaser.
That's a teaser, so you'd be going higher up. Teaser 2 there.
Teaser 2. It's only 1 minute 33, it's not that. I know it's around here.
Tour around Black Market.
Is it this?
Official trailer, yeah.
That's 18 minutes 44 seconds. Can't be.
They probably did a chat and then showed it in the middle.
It's so annoying because I saw the trailer just itself. Oh, there it is. 8 days ago. Wait, that's 43 seconds. That's not it either. The fuck? There it is, 4 weeks ago. Now, I'm not going to sit and show everyone the trailer. You probably have already seen it. What I
We'll
care
also
about,
probably get what's it called?
copyright strike.
Yep.
We've had one in the entire time of doing this, so we're doing well. This is what I wanted to cover. This is what they're adding with this update. Dangerous New
You could have
District.
just went on to store page to find this straight away, right? It's the first trailer.
Fuck off. So they're adding a dangerous new district, dozens of new story quests and gigs, vehicle combat and mounted weaponry, revamped police system, combat AI overhaul, endless dynamic events and missions, redesigned cyberware and perks, all new relic skill tree and abilities, increased level cap, 100 plus new items, weapons, cyberware, and fashion. What I need to also point out is some of this is only accessible through the DLC, which will be the new story content, and a few other bits like the district getting into it in proper amount anyway, and the rest of it is coming with the update.
Yeah, so one's going to be for definite. It's going to be combat and police, which is going to be good.
I'm highly excited for
I
it.
don't know how much you know about it, Roy, but MaxTech is going to be involved now.
Yes, I do.
In the police system.
Yeah, MaxTac is now going to be the final police system, and I'm quite excited about that.
Yep.
But
one thing that's quite sad, though, Rory, is we're not just going to go straight for double jump from the sounds of it.
Oh, aren't
we might actually have other things to go for now.
Oh yeah, with the skill system being reset, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah,
I'm hoping the perk system is a lot better because honestly, it felt very, very bland and like sort of felt like it changed very little, if anything.
well,
Other than getting like more RAM and stuff was like the only way you would go for the quick hacks and stuff.
seeing as you've mentioned it, I'll quickly point this out. If you go onto Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, and you scroll down, there's a build planner right here, and you can go to this website, and basically it will allow you to actually go through some of the new perks, I believe it is. Let's just give this a try. Yeah, here we are. Allow selection. Yep. And apparently, with the new DLC, they're bringing in this relic system.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the crazy attacks that they have.
Exactly. There's a lot of stuff coming, and I'm very intrigued to say the least.
One thing that I think you might like, Rory, is there's going to be finisher moves as well.
I had heard, yes. It'll make melee combat a lot more enjoyable, because I didn't enjoy it, to be honest.
Still don't think I'll go melee. I've never really been big on melee fighting. I like
Neither
guns.
have I. But it's good to see now the options there, basically.
Yeah. Like, they're definitely putting more effort into it all anyway.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that they haven't done what a lot of games do, where they've just moved on to a second game, and make that better. They're actually working on Cyberpunk 2077, and they're making it better, and they keep improving things.
What they said when they fucked up, they acknowledged it, and they basically came out and said, "We know we've messed up. We're going to work on one DLC rather than the many we had planned. And while we're working on that DLC, we're working on getting the game right." That's what all this has been for. After that, we will be working straight onto a sequel, which we believe would be a better place to move on to. So, fair play to them. We'll see how it works out for them, but they will keep, obviously, the game working functionally after the update, just in case things don't go right, etc., and make things better.
Well, yeah, they've already made great improvements, so hopefully this DLC and this 2.0 update just keeps it on that same track.
Exactly.
Same path of just getting better and like more like a full-fledged, properly finished game.
Exactly, mate.
Because like the idea of Cyberpunk and Night City is so cool, but when it got released, it really went downhill really fast.
Exactly. It's quite sad, but
well, they've done well to improve everything, and make it all better. So
I fully agree.
Hopefully it keeps going that way.
Yeah. Pretty much all that's really to announce regarding the person who's now in regards to the Tom Clancy Division series. The only bit of information we really got out of it is he's going to be running Division 3, and that's basically just the announcement of the Division 3. We didn't know about it before this. Now we do. Cool. That's about it. That's all I can really say. The Cyberpunk stuff, I'm intrigued by. Sorry, not Cyberpunk, sorry. Starfield. Jumping around topics starts throwing your head a bit. Friend of mine posted, dang, Metacritic changed their summary of Starfield in a petty way. Went from Game of the Year contender to simply another Bethesda game.
Jesus.
Which was true until basically someone put up. It's not actually, it might not actually be Metacritic. Just to point this out, it is possibly just to do with the actual system that pushes these to the front page when you search Starfield on Metacritic. That is possibly what the issue is. I forgot the term of it, but there is a term for it. It's all about digital marketing, basically, and where you appear on SEO, search engine optimization.
You're
it
right.
depends on that. What?
Seeing as that's being mentioned, Game of the Year is being mentioned, that's something we should discuss next week. Because as we already know, now I know we're not at the end of the year yet, there's still a few months, but as you and I have already said multiple times, 2023 has not been a great year for games.
It has not.
Things have not went well. There's been a lot of disappointing releases and a lot of bad news. I think next week we should take a look at what actually has the potential of being Game of the Year.
I think that's a good idea.
Because honestly, I'm sick of you giving me nothing but bad news. I'm sick of
well,
it. I've had enough.
That's what this is for.
I want some good news.
That's what this bit's for. I actually added this just for good news.
Good.
I wanted to show off some of the amazing ships people have been making in Starfield.
Is that Scorpion I'm looking at?
It is.
That is crazy, man.
Someone made a Scorpion. There's... Oh, I need to see if I can find it. It was fucking hilarious. Someone basically made Starfield into Truck Simulator in space.
Oh, God.
No joke. They made a spaceship that was... Oh, they made Futurama. Starfield
yeah, I saw
Express.
Just a box.
Just a cube.
It's a chunk.
Yeah. Republic Cruiser, Serenity, Millennium Falcon, UNSC Frigate. They did so much. TARDIS?
Oh, please tell me it spins.
That would be cool.
It would have to, man.
I was very confused for a second there, that's why I scrolled back up. Goddamn advertisements. The Magic School Bus. Do a barrel roll. That's fantastic. Yeah, basically I just wanted to go... There's a duck. But yeah, I just wanted to go through and just show some of the amazing community work. Someone threw a plushie, and that actually worked really well in the poses. Star Trek ships, apparently. I don't know much about Star Trek, so I can't really speak about it too much. But yeah, there's...
People have certainly been getting creative anyway.
Yeah, there's just some phenomenal shit that people are pulling off, and as a community, it's so good to see. So, yeah, that was all I really had to show you. That's all I really wanted to, at the very least. But, yeah, I thought that'd be an interesting one for you to see some ship designs. Just trying to find where I was. There we are. Because I just want to see if there's anyone else that's put anything in. Nothing really major.
What?
That's a Fallout New Vegas thing. No, nothing real major there. It does look like, actually.
Oh,
Waste.
great! Now they're in space.
I quite like that.
Collapse.
Oh, it's really impressive though.
Typical internet community is just making memes out of it.
Oh yeah. But I've got to admit, that photo looks fucking stunning.
They do. Imagine seeing that pulled in.
You'd shit yourself.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's to be honest with you, mate, that's all I really got for us this week.
I love how you said that. Like there wasn't much. We just spent
Yeah.
an
But
hour topic.
this is the weird part though, Will. How long do you think this episode has been so far?
Feels like about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, you're saying?
Yeah.
An hour 10.
No, you're joking.
No, I'm not. No joking at all.
Simply not possible.
Yeah, I was quite surprised actually. I expected it to be a lot longer.
It feels like it's been a heck of a lot longer.
Oh, it definitely does. But yeah, that's all I've really got. Unless you've got anything you'd like to finish off the episode with?
Nope, Cyberpunk was my main thing.
Well then, if that's it, then thank you everyone for watching and for your continued support. If you would like to support us further, please feel free to like the video or podcast or episode or whatever. Leave a comment,
just genuinely
follow, all
scream
that
at
shit.
us.
Yeah, just scream at us. Commenting.
Tends to work for me.
It does. He screams at me all the time. It's what he calls a conversation, apparently. I'm only learning about this now.
He's uncultured. Forgive him.
Nah, I'm not uncultured. I'm British, not Irish. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we will catch you all in the next episode. Bye bye for now.
See you again, guys.